Hey guys, so I'm just now getting off work and I have some blueberries that I want to plant, and I'm going to show you where I'm going to plant them because I think it's kind of a nice little spot. I live on a pretty busy street, as you'll see, and this is going to be kind of like something for people who live in a more urban environment. If you have a lot of land, your options are many, but we have like this little natural area in our front yard. As you can see, there's the road. There's a lot of cars that go by. It's pretty busy. Where's my little dog? Hi. Hi. There's my little dog. She's getting a little thick. It's been a long winter, but hopefully she's gonna help me out here. But I have about 5 blueberry bushes out here with me right now. I have one I planted kind of like in the fall, and it's been doing really well. And as you can see, well, maybe not, looks like some solar radiation management going on, but you can see kind of like the bright ball there. That would be the sun. Usually this patch, this lot, it doesn't really have a lot of really good sunny spots, but this little patch from, I don't know, it's kind of like a crescent. So you can see behind me, this whole little crescent. I'm basically going to make a hedge. This is a perfect spot for the blueberries because they like kind of like a sandy, acidic, sandy loam soil, something that has good aeration, good drainage, and this whole little area is pretty much primed. So eventually I want to have about 20, who knows how many plants I can get in here, but I wouldn't mind putting in a whole little hedge of blueberries, because I used to have just maybe like 6 blueberry bushes at an old house when I used to live on a farm, and during summer you could go out and get a handful or two of blueberries for like every day for almost like a month or two. And so I can only imagine how many blueberries I'll have with like 10 to 20, 30 blueberry bushes. Alright guys, so let me just tell you, down here in North Carolina we got lots of clay and we got lots of rocks, and when there's pine trees there's lots of roots. I've been digging up in here. It's not too deep, but then again my plant's not too big. Now this is a Jubilee blueberry. I think I got a couple different kinds, maybe like 2 kinds, but this is GMO free. You can see if this focuses in. Full sun, harvest summer, self-pollinating, long-lasting berries, heat tolerant. Pretty much great for North Carolina. That's all us. I'm probably in the middle green section, so March to May. Plant after danger of frost pass. It was actually pretty cold a couple weeks ago, or actually this past weekend. It got down to like mid-30s Fahrenheit, but I think all that's passed by. So as you can see in the ground, it's the hole doesn't look very deep from this angle, but it's probably like, you know, 8 inches deep. I'm gonna dig probably like 4 inches more just to get some stuff in there, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of perlite, and I'm also gonna add a little bit of peat moss. I want to show you guys the blueberry bush that I've had planted here for a couple months. I want to see how it would handle the frost. These other ones I've been keeping indoors, but this thing, now granted I got this thing and it was about this tall when I got it, so in a couple months after being planted in the ground, I put a good layer of pine straw and stuff. I've just been like layering stuff. You can see the perlite down there. That just helps insulate it, keeps it warm, and this thing has really taken off so far. So I think that was a great little kind of test, and I think these are all going to do really well. So the pollinators are out. I've got a little baby jalapeno. I'm pretty sure I'm one of the only people that has jalapeno actually growing right now on my pepper plant. I might show you guys that in the credits or whatever. But so I'm gonna get these guys in the ground. I have like 4 in that little trough. I'll show you. So this is actually a good example because these are flowering, which is a good. These will probably fall off in the shock, but so I got 4 plants in here. This one looks great. I got it because it was so bushy, and this goes like if you guys are going to look for these were only like $6 each at Lowe's. Try to find something with a good, strong, you know, substantial middle section. Even if it's really tall, don't necessarily go for just like the longest one. I would much rather, especially since they're this little anyways, I'd much rather get something with like a great base that looks like it has a bunch of new growth. The new growth is going to be the green. So this one, you know, this one looks, it's almost the shortest out of all of them. It doesn't have any flowers, so you might think, well, that one sucks, but if you can look, you know, all these other ones are really scraggly. This one's right down at the bottom. That one's even pretty scraggly, and you see how big it got. So you can just imagine this one's going to be like producing tons of blueberries after about a year, and it's going to take probably these. I don't really expect to get many blueberries at all this summer, but next summer, by the time these things have had a year to get themselves established, I can only imagine it's going to be great. Uh-oh. You guys ever seen a North Carolina coon dog? She's out for blood. She got. Oh no. So I really just kind of hastened myself, and I actually got all 5 in. I got 2 more over here. This is what it actually looks like all together. It's probably kind of hard to see. There's like a little green little twiggy right there with some white flowers there on the side of the rock. Put rocks in about the center of the bunches for various reasons that I won't get into, but here's the one with flowers. I'm not even going to water these guys in. I packed them in the soil. It's pretty moist, the peat moss, and I'm exhausted. So I'm going to go inside and rest, and my battery's running out, so I just want to show you guys the final end look, and hopefully the next couple weeks I'll come out here and water tomorrow, but just for tonight I'm done. It's going to be cool. They'll have a good chance to settle in tonight, and I'll come out and water in the morning, and they can get ready for the day. Have a good night, guys, and give this a try if you want to try to grow your own blueberries. It's not that hard. It really took about an hour's worth of labor, but it's well worth it. And I'm going to give you guys updates on this as it progresses.